everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing February's BoxyCharm unboxing. I did want to go ahead and remind you that I do have a giveaway coming up, and I am actually hoping that that is going to be my next video. So please make sure that you do come back and you are here, because I'm basically going to give you everything that I'm going to use for my next video, and it is awesome. At least I hope so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump back into this video and unbox our BoxyCharm. What's going on in my face right now, I only have my primer and my foundation. I did my eyebrows today because I did go to work earlier, and now I'm back home and I am here excited to film this for you all. I get so excited. I want to know where my box is and when it's arriving, and when it finally did, when it finally did, I realized that the box was huge. Like, look at this. Like, compared to the size of my head, two of my heads probably fit in here, but it is big and I had to open it. I wanted to do this video a little bit different from the first one that we did, because I'm actually going to be showing you, of course, the products that are in here, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a different scenario when it comes to applying and trying them on. So we're going to get into that in just a minute, but let's go ahead and get started and start unboxing, because there are some really good stuff in here that I'm so excited to share with you. So let us begin. So as far as what's in our box, when you first open it up, it looks like this. We remove these, and there you have it. So let's go ahead and start taking all of those out and show you what we got, and then we're gonna go ahead and try them on, okay? For this month, BoxyCharm did something a little bit different. Instead of sending the little slip that shows you everything that is in your box inside of the box, they emailed it to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, or read to you exactly what it is that they are sending, what's in the box, the cost, the description, and all that good stuff. That way we can go ahead and move along. Let me just pull things out as they are in the box, all right? So the very first thing that I see here is going to be this right here. So these right here are the EVO Refreshing Cleansing Hemp Wipes. The antibacterial wipes are infused with cannabis sativa seed oil to reduce inflammation and avoid irritation. This right here retails for $10. Next up, I have here a highlighter. So this right here is our Laura Geller highlighter, and this is what that baby looks like right there. It has kind of like a golden hue underneath it, and it says baked gelato in gilded honey. So I'm excited to try this out. Laura Geller baked gelato swirl illuminator. It retails for $26. $26 for that. Right. So the next thing that I see on the box right here, it is the Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. So this setting powder, it retails for $22. It will lock in your makeup. It's lightweight loose powder that smooths over makeup for a crease-free, soft focus finish with no flashback. That's pretty exciting. And I wonder if it smells like coconut. That's actually really exciting, and can't wait. The next thing on our box right here is going to be a set of 3 sponges by the brand Luxy. And this right here are the sponges that we received, and they are different sizes. This set of sponges provides a full array of applications. Each sponge is built with different densities, water retention rates, and shapes. These sponges are the ideal complement for your brush set to obtain a perfect complexion and impeccable look. This right here retails for $40. $40 for sponges? They must be good. And I'm actually really excited that I got some, because I was already planning on buying one myself. The one that I have needed to go already. It's already really old and like gross. So this right here is a perfect little thing that BoxyCharm threw in there, because it's like they read my mind. It's like they knew that I needed it. So excited to receive. So this right here is the reason why our box is as big as it is, because we have received like an entire iconic London palette, and this has 20 highly pigmented pink, peach, bronze, and gold shades. So I'm just gonna pull it open right there. Now it is pretty heavy. Like, just holding it like that is pretty heavy. But one thing that I noticed is that this is a lot of box. You know, the box is heavy, it's kind of chunky. It does come with a pretty large sized mirror right there, as you can see. That's really nice. And then these are the colors. So let me just go ahead and take off this little clear plastic and show it to you. So we can begin to see that very first top row, down to the second, third, fourth, and fifth. So the colors are really nice. I want to say that This is nice because a lot of people will be able to use it, and that's the beauty of it. It does give you a little bit of those shimmery shades. It does give you some mattes, so you know, if whether you're one person or the other, you have the option. And if in case you ever want to dive into any of the glitters, I mean, they're there for you, and hopefully they come out really nice. So this right here is, I keep forgetting that I don't have a paper and I keep looking for it, but the retail price on that is $62. So I went ahead and wet my little sponges right here. Now, one of the things that I read on the box says that these have different densities, different types of feel, and I can already tell right away. So the very small one is called the Detailed Blender. I think that's really cool because it has like this little tipped type to really get into those fine little details, so I can see where this is the detail blender. Then we have our precision blender, which is going to be, I believe, this one. Now if I hold these two up right here, this one feels denser than this one. This is a lot softer, and these have already been wet and squeezed out and all that, but I can already say that this one right here is a lot softer compared to this one. Now, I do like the variety of shapes that they give you in this box. Even though you are paying a little bit more, you do get different feels and you get different sizes as well. This is how they look side by side. I feel like this is going to be perfect right here for the under eye concealer. This right here is going to be perfect for baking because, I mean, we're going to do a little something to that today. And then this is called the powder one, which I can see where, you know, it might be very good for powder as well. So now that we are zoomed in, we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer, as I have not done that yet. Okay. So I'm still using that very first concealer that I tried on with you that time that I went to go buy drugstore makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the smallest of the sponges that come in our kit, and I'm going to go ahead and take that. Initial reaction just by doing this right here, it feels really small. For me, I've been using a rather large beauty blender, and moving down to this feels a little odd, I'm not gonna lie to you all, but I mean, it's working, it's doing its job. It's just small, and I feel like it's taking me a little bit longer than I'm used to, but I like this little tip. I like that because even with the other one that I had myself, reaching into this little inner corner of my eye right here was very hard to do, and with this it just makes it so much easier to get in there. So I really like that part of this so far. Set on my forehead right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it on my eyes because I do use my concealer to help me start priming my lids. Okay, so one thing that I'm noticing right now, I might have just overdone it a little bit. It did lay down my concealer, and then I continued tapping, and then it took it off. And you can kind of see right there. Can you see that right there? You can kind of see where I started tapping the concealer into my face, and then it just kind of took it right off. So I don't like that, and it's never happened with my concealer, but it happened with this. So I don't know, maybe I was just tapping a little bit too much, but again, it's never happened before, so, you know, it's all right, it's all right, it's okay. So I just tried putting concealer on my nose and then tapping it down, and my beauty blender picked it up and just drank it or something. I don't know what happened there. And I think you can kind of see it right there. Let's see if it'll focus. Yep. So basically I did a line of concealer that went straight down my nose, and then I grabbed my beauty blender and I started wanting to tap in that concealer to just kind of spread it around, you know, and then it came right off. And you can see on my nose where it's like missing the makeup that came off. So I don't like that. I want to like these because of course they give you a variety of them, but I am not so far, because if anything, all it's doing is it's just taking away my product, and who wants that? No one wants that. Let's try the denser one, okay? See if maybe that would be helpful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take on some more. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put it down my nose. That's too much, but we're gonna make it work if it allows us. We're just gonna go ahead and go down our nose, and this time I'm gonna take the gray one, which is the denser one, and I'm gonna start pegging it in there. No, look, okay, it's happening again. Am I doing something wrong? Like, can you see this? I don't know if you can tell, but you can begin to see where it literally just picked it all up. Watch. Can you see that? It literally just picked up, absorbed the makeup, took it off right off my nose, and then left me with nothing. I don't like that. I'm gonna stop using these. Maybe we'll come back to them. But as far as the rest of my foundation and my concealer, I'm done. I'm done with those. I'm not gonna do it. I'm sad. I'm sad because I was excited, you guys. I was excited to get new beauty blenders. But you know what? I have another one coming in the mail with the order that I put for my giveaway. So you'll get one too if in case you're the winner. I'm bummed that these were a fail. But it's alright, you know. I like this one though. I think this one was maybe like the most promising out of all of them. Maybe I can go ahead and just continue to use this for the rest of my face. Although it may take a little bit more time, but you know, it was the one that did not let me down. So I'm going to trust the little guy and see what it does. And hopefully I'm not putting him on the spot and it's going to start taking makeup off again. So one more try, one little dot of concealer. Okay. Then we take our baby sponge. There you go. Okay, so this is what I wanted my other ones to do, and they weren't able to. Now, I know my nose looks really, really white right now and probably a lot bigger than it should, but even at that, it did the job it was supposed to, and it's a shame, you know. It's a shame that they're that expensive and then all they do is really just take your makeup off. Let's just cross our fingers and hope that the next product is going to be much better. And I'm excited. So the next thing that I'm going to pull out is going to be that coconut setting powder. And as I said, I'm very curious to see if in case it smells like coconut. There. So it smells like coconuts. That smells so good. Let me show it to Tony. Babe! Look, it smells like coconuts. What is it?
That.
Yeah?
Yes, so good.
Cool. Okay, I'm back. This smells like coconut, you guys. That I'm excited. But so Tony's eating some chips and he says that these are really good, so. Okay. That is really good. Let me show you the bag. Let me show you the bag really quick. I know that this right here is a the chile got to me. So I just tried these chips right here. I've been looking at them for a while at the gas station and wondering if in case they tasted good. You guys, these are so good. These are the Flamin' Hot Smart Food white cheddar popcorn. Now normally the bag is just white cheddar. There's no Flamin' Hot on it, and those are really good as well. But with the Flamin' Hot, they're so good. So good. I really recommend these to you guys. I just tried it for the first time. You saw that and they were delicious. Now, we also have these. These are the Keto Cooked Flamin' Hot. These are so good as well. I love Flamin' Hot, okay? I'm Mexican, so I love everything that's spicy. And I love Flamin' Hot. Try these out. Keto Cooked Flamin' Hot and Smart Food Flamin' Hot. Both delicious. So we're just gonna put these down right over there, you know. Let them sit for a little bit and then later on we'll go ahead and munch out a little bit. So we have right here our coconut setting powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and dump some out right here on my lid. Ideally, you're supposed to do this right away. Like as soon as you're done putting on your concealer, you grab your powder and you put it on. So that way you can prevent any creases from happening. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I got distracted. That is the setting powder. What I love about it so far is that you can smell the coconut and it just smells so good. Like my face probably smells so good right now. It does look very mattifying. It does look like my pores seem very seamless. You can kind of see a little bit of my fine lines right there. But again, you have to remember that I didn't set it right away. So I let my lines build up, I guess you could say. But that's fine. Honestly, I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. That was our coconut setting powder, and it is amazing right now. I am looking forward to go ahead and stamping it on and maybe try to see if I can do a little bit of baking for you all. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not a pro at baking. That is something, a trait that I wish to learn myself. And yeah, we're gonna make it happen, y'all. We're going to make it happen. We will be baking today. So that is the under eye setting powder for now, and let's move on to eyeshadow. I think it's time for eyeshadow. I am going to try to do 2 different eye looks for you today. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you the variety of colors and the way that they work from this palette. Now, it does have 20. Will I be able to put 20 eyeshadows on my eye today? No, I won't be able to, but I will do my best to do the best that I can. And my eyes are not going to match, okay? Do not expect that. I'm going to go ahead and do as much as I can, as many colors as I can, and then we'll just see what happens, all right? The very first thing that I want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and give myself a really nice matte eye. I am going to add on a little bit more of this concealer right there, but this time we want to make sure that our eyeshadow pops. So in order to be able to do that, I'm going to pack on a little bit more of our concealer onto our eye. I'm going to go ahead and use a brush to be able to put that on correctly. I like using this brush is because it really helps me kind of like shape out my under eye or under eyebrow shape. That's nice, and it allows me to get on the inner corner of my eye as well, so I like this brush for that reason. Shade right here in the color Deep Soul. Right here, Peaches and Dreams. It's stamping it on your lips right now. I'm going to pick up that brush and I'm just going to go ahead and help it just merge together. Just like that. And then that will further continue to blend all the colors together, which is really nice. Go ahead and take my mascara that I talked to you about and put it right on. That way we can at least complete one eye and be able to move on to the next. Again, I still wish that I had eyelashes right here in the center of my eye, but I don't, and that's okay. It's a part of me. It's who I am. It makes me different. So I like it. Let's get started on this eye. I really want to go ahead and go in with this eye using Merlot Mondays and then Bellini. And yes, we are going to go ahead and dive in also to one of these shimmers here because why not, right? We're going to go easy and simple, and this eye, we're going to go bold. We see quite a bit of that little fallout that's happening there, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Just don't look at it. Just kidding. Know that it's there, but if you don't care about it, if it happens, then don't worry about it. For me, it's always about the way that the shadows look on my eyes, and as long as there's nothing falling on my face, if it happens to fall on the palette itself, hey, you know, it's fine. It's just part of the artistry. I'm actually going to try to do a little bit of a halo eye. Now, I know that the way that my initial approach as I set down makeup onto my eye was a little bit different from what you're used to, but again, I myself am learning as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take this much smaller, denser brush. I'm going to pick up quite a bit of that Bellini color, dust up as much as I can, and now I'm going to go ahead and begin stamping it right here. The way that you approach a halo, basically try to avoid the center bit of your eyelid, so that way you can go ahead and put on a different color on there or something completely different. Take back that big fluffy brush that we were using before, and I'm just going to use it to help me buff out the edges right now. eye. That's what our concealer is gonna do. It's gonna help us out and just make that better. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding that halo part of the eye that I talked to you about. As I've said before, this is not something that I am a pro at. I'm still learning myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do one dot right there. Okay, maybe I tapped it twice, but I'm gonna do one dot. This is a precision crease brush and it's very small and very dense. So this is gonna help me really just put this where I want it to be. And as I said, let me get a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that and just begin to stamp on the center of my eye. It's better to go in with a little bit at a time and then just build your way up. If in case you put this a little bit too high, when you open up your eye, what's gonna happen is the top part of your eyelid, well, this little skin part, it's gonna touch the concealer. And what'll happen is you're gonna leave an imprint on the top. So you kind of have to be very smart and careful about the way that you do this. You don't wanna just put it anywhere and then just see what happens because you could be left with a mess. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit more, going a little higher. Before this actually dries up, I'm gonna go ahead and take the next shade that I'm wanting to use, and that's gonna be this Wonderland shade right here. And I'm gonna use this with my finger. You know that I love using these shimmery shades with my finger. I'm just taking Okay, so that is right there, our second eye look. Now, as you saw, I've already only put one coat of mascara. Now, this eye has already had a chance to dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the second coat of it. So this is my eyes right here using a second coat of mascara. Now on this side right here, we're using the same palette for both eyes, okay? On this very first eye right here, we're doing a little bit more of a brown color. Let's call this one Deep Soul. So on this side right here, we have our Deep Soul eye, in which we use a combination of In the Nude, Ultimate Tan, Taupe de Taupe, and Deep Soul. Hence the name of the look. So that is this eye right here. I really like it. It's really soft, or you can build up the color and just make it darker. So on this side right here, we're gonna call this eye Wonderland, because I feel that Wonderland is what made this eye perfect. At first, with a lot of these halo eyes that you begin to do, it starts looking a little questionable in the beginning. But then the further that you move into it and the more that you try to work at it and you finish it off with your mascara or lashes, then it just closes it all together. So I really like this color, and it's only using 3 colors off of this entire palette. This one was using Bellini, Merlot Mondays, and Wonderland. Literally this trio right here for this eye, and of course concealer. So that was amazing. What eye did you like best? Were you all team Deep Soul, or did you all like my Wonderland eye? So let me know down in the comments which one of the 2 you preferred. I know that this eye was a little questionable at first, and even I was like, is this even gonna look okay? But luckily we were able to save it, and as I said before, sometimes just putting on that mascara or putting on those lashes is what's gonna help put everything together. So I decided to do my bronzer and cheek out of camera. That way we can go ahead and move on into our baking. I'm not a baker. I know that I said I didn't like these, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this one regardless, okay? This is our precision blending type, and I like it because of that little shape that it has. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that sponge, and I've already poured out some of our powder onto the lid of this container right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some of that up, and we're gonna try to bake. Yes, we are gonna try to bake. So I'm gonna pick up my mirror here. Okay, and let's see. As I said, this smells so good. Okay, cool. We're just gonna let that sit there for a little minute while we work on our highlighter. And next up, we have our highlighter. So this is the Laura Geller highlighter that we spoke about in the very beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a brush for this. The more subtle eye, I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight with this, just to see how it looks. And wow, okay, so I felt like I really didn't pick up very much on the brush, but then when I went ahead and actually put it onto my face, I did, and it looks rather nice. So I really like that. As you all know, I like to smile whenever I'm doing this, so you'll see a lot of that here, and it's a really pretty color. So there is the highlighter right there. It looks really nice. Like, I just move and it looks so cute. And as I said, it feels like you're almost picking up nothing, but you really do pick up a good amount. That's really nice. I really like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that same brush that we used in the very beginning to go ahead and put on our under eye. I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna just dust away what we picked up. I'm sorry, what we laid down. And again, I'm just dusting away. It looks really nice. You can tell where there is a significant difference into which we had our bake right here, and then this is where we had or we have our color and all that. So that is really nice. And even as I'm just sitting here, it's like I can smell my face, and it smells really good. Now the box itself, as you know, I am a member for the BoxyCharm, which is the $25 version that you get. So I only paid $25 for all of this. I did have a lot of fails in this box, and that's kind of sad because I was really excited about some of these things, and then they just completely let me down. This is our Luxie Beauty Complete Sponge Set. I feel bad now because I basically said that it was old and it needed to go, but now I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I talked about you like that. But, you know, we're going to hold on to that baby until we get our other one coming through the mail. This right here is $40. $40 for this set. And if it had been amazing, then I would have been telling you, yes, go out and get this. If you didn't get it in your BoxyCharm, you know, order it or what have you. But the truth is that, no, I'm sorry. But this time around, I do not like that. And that's probably not going to be something that I continue to use. The next one that I wanted to talk to you about is going to be these right here. Now, I'm not able to fully give you a review, but I am very curious as to what it says that it can do for you, because it says things like balancing multifunctional anti-fatigue, cannabis sativa seed oil, and it says it doesn't cause irritation, but I'll talk to you about those later on, and I'm excited to try them. These right here are costing $10, so that's not bad. That's actually a pretty reasonable amount, I think. The next thing that I wanted to tell you about is going to be our coconut setting powder. Now, I do still have some right here, so I'm not going to cap it for you, but this coconut setting powder right here is honestly so good. I need to actually see if, in case there is no flashback, the thing that I liked most about this is that it smells like coconuts. Now, if you don't like coconuts, then this is not going to be something for you. I'm sorry. I don't know if it actually has the actual ingredient coconut in it or not, but the scent of it is really nice. It's not overpowering. Actually really nice, really pleasant. When I bring it up to myself is when I can smell it more, but after sitting with it on my face, the scent just kind of went away after a little while. So it's not like you're walking around with the scent all day. But as far as the way that it feels, the way that it sets on your face, and the way that it brightens, I really like that. So maybe that is an option that you may want to be looking into. Setting powder is $22. So $22 for our setting powder, and it was actually really nice and I liked it. The next thing that I'm going to go ahead and show you is going to be the Laura Geller Illuminator, which is the highlighter that we used. This was a little more out there than I expected, and I'm just going to go ahead and take it right here. If you were really wanting to pack this on, you totally could by using other tools. I was using a brush, but you are also able to use this with a finger or use it with a beauty blender, and it would honestly give you a lot more payout than what we had initially intended. And you know what? Let me actually just show you really quick, because why not? And you see that? So depending on what tool it is that you use to put on your highlighter is what payout it'll actually give you. So on this side right here, I used only my brush, and yes, you can see it, it's there. But on this side, it is just far more intense, and maybe, again, it's not translating well on camera, but in person, it's a big difference, like a big difference. So much that maybe I feel like I did too much on this side now, and I should work on, but even then it doesn't look okay. Let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit. Okay, so again, this side right here is the one that I used just for my brush, and then this side right here is the one where I brought that beauty blender up again and just used it to set it down. So it really makes a difference what tool you use, and the fact that that Laura Geller allows us to do it different ways is really good. Big Gelato Swirl Illuminator is for $26. That's pretty cool. I like that. So the next product that I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about now is going to be this 20 shade iconic palette that we received. The mirror is a really nice big size. I really like that it came with 20 different shades. The only thing that I'm a little bit turned away from is the fact that it's $62. But even then, at $62, you get a lot of different type of, your shimmers, you get a few mattes, you get some darker colors, but you get more of your nude colors. So what I like about this is that I feel that this is a palette that maybe you can use on a more day-to-day basis, because again, they're everyday colors versus, purples and pinks and blues and all this stuff, like bold colors that maybe a lot of people might not know what to do with them. Overall, I was happy with the box itself, because receiving a BoxyCharm is really cool. It feels like Christmas every month, so that's exciting. And I love sitting down in front of you and just filming these videos. And adding up the total of the box, we are at $160, and we only paid $25 for the box. So that right there is great. So now that I'm done, I can go ahead and join Tony and figure out what we're gonna eat tonight. It is a very cold day.
Currently, in Pasadena, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect cloudy skies moving in and out, with a low of 40 degrees.
And then it's raining too, so a combination of that with the cold, maybe another 2 sweaters right now, maybe another pair of pants, and then that way we can go buy food, because it is 7:30 and I'm hungry. And I just realized I'm wearing 2 different eye looks and I'm about to go out like this, but it's okay, People don't need to worry about me. I don't need to worry about them. I'm gonna do me, they can do them. But anyway, I just want to say that Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Thank you for watching this video and spending some time with me. I really appreciate you and your time. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and keep coming back every week so that way you know when I'm here. Oh, don't forget, my giveaway is coming up. As I said, I'm hoping that my next video is going to be the video in which I do the giveaway, and I'm going to have you all do what you got to do in order to participate for it. I'm excited. I'm excited to do a giveaway, and I hope it goes really well so that way we can do more. So please be aware that the more you participate, the more you talk to me, the more you interact with me, the more I'm able to do these things for you, because that way I at least know that, hey, you know what? I have people watching me, I have people rooting for me and loving me, and why not give you all a little part of me or a little something, you know, just for having been here. So thank you so much for coming back every single week. Those of you that are here every time, and forgive me every time that I miss a Tuesday. Thank you for that. Thank you for the love, and thank you for the support. And yeah, I hope you all have a great evening. Good night. I'm hungry and I'm gonna go buy food now. Bye.